Let me tell you something, locker room. That was an incredible game because I think it shows you a lot of things what I talk about in football. San Fran wins 26-23. Matt Jones throws for 342 yards and 2 touches. Matt Jones beats Matthew Stafford, who threw for 389 yards and 3 TDs and 3 touchdowns. Now, the 49ers had so many people banged up. So many people banged up. Most importantly, you would say Brock Purdy. But Matt Jones stepped up for his third start in his third victory. I don't know what's going to happen when your boy gets back, when Brock Purdy gets back. Because Matt Jones is playing some pretty good football right now. And I'm like, wow, watching him play. The first thing came to mind when I was watching that game is, honestly, what I always tell you guys, that this game is not just about skill, it's also about a collective will. And the 49ers came out 8.5 points underdogs. Nobody gave them the chance. You name it, they had them hurt. From Brock Purdy, Nick Bosa, everybody was hurt. There was no Ricky Pearsall, no Juwan Jennings, none of them. And Matt Jones and Kendrick Bourne, good old buddies from old New England, took over. Bourne went 10 for 142 because their chemistry, you could tell the difference. Matt and Bourne had that chemistry that Matthew Stafford and Devontae Adams is still working on a little bit. But wow, what a game that was for the 49ers to come in and say, we will not lose, we will not give in, and we will not give up. Even though we're without our top 5 guys, not 1 guy, not 2 guys, not 3 guys, not by 4 guys, but by 5 guys they had on the bench. Oh, well, I don't even know if they made the trip. They were banged up. But Matt Jones, you see the Sam Darnolds, like I talked about, even the Genos. You know what I'm starting to think about when I'm watching that game? I'm sitting here like, this is what has happened with the salary cap. The salary cap has come in. And now, with this salary cap era and the money quarterbacks get paid, what I see happening is too much pressure being put on young quarterbacks to play real early. And we're destroying a lot of young quarterbacks because we're making them play early. We're trying to win Super Bowls while that young quarterback is on his rookie deal to help spread money. But what you're doing is ruining a lot of quarterbacks in their early years, and then they come back after you give them a break, after Matt Jones has been demoted, pushed around, played a little basketball in the NFL, bounced around a few teams, then land with the 49ers, land with a great play caller, land in a great system, and look at him now. I mean, look at them now. Look at all those guys that are playing so much better than they originally played when they entered the NFL. You give these guys time to mature. The more and more I think about this, let me stick to the game right here. Let me stick to this game. I'm sure Sean McVay and the Rams will be kicking themselves in the head. Kyron Williams and that fumble he made in the game when he was going in, which was a beautiful play by San Francisco because he'd scored that touchdown, the game would have been over. You know, or if they'd have made that extra point, that would have made their field goal with time running out the game winner and not the game tire. So much went on in this game. It was. I mean, that was a good game, a good hard fought game, and I keep telling y'all, divisional games throw all that junk out the window. Stop talking about 8.5 point spread. That's way too much in a game, in a divisional game. When you play a team like this twice a year, and you have the same offense because the coaches coach together for, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years in Washington, running that same offense, learning the same offense, learning the same things from Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan's dad. So you get to see this offense in practice. So that's why you get a tight game between these two teams. I don't know why somebody would make them an 8.5 point favorite. Kyle Shanahan went in this game 7-2 against the spread with Sean McVay. And again, now he's 8-2. He took care of his business again. And I saw Sean McVay talking about it just a minute ago. He's crushed. He's talking about he put his team in a bad situation, and he's crushed right now. He has to deal with it, live with it, and try to get back on track. But boy, when I see this Matt Jones situation, I don't mean to take it to this, but my thoughts went here. I said, wow. Matt Jones looked great. The pressure he had on him in New England was too much to bear. Now, coming in, not worrying about all of that pressure and just playing, and look how he looks. I don't mean to go off script here, but I got to tell you, this made me think of my nephew, Shedeur Sanders. And I'm saying all of us talking about all of the situations that's going on with Shedeur, the truth of it. Maybe this might be a sneaky blessing to have some time to learn and have some time to not have the pressure on him. Because what I see across the board with young quarterbacks in this league, they're being destroyed early on, asked to play as a rookie. Starting and get in there right away, and then everything's going so fast. I'm like, it messes with your head, messes with your mind, and then most importantly, it messes with your confidence. I saw a different Matt Jones with the 49ers than I saw with the Patriots. Matt, he cramped up or something, got hurt, got back up, looked like a tough guy, man. That was a great game from the San Francisco 49ers standpoint. And because they all came together, they didn't give up. They jumped out early on the Rams. The Rams came all the way back, and then they fought back and won again. That is incredible. What an incredible job by Kyle Shanahan. I told you, he's one of the best. He's one of the best in the game. And this is why I say he's one of the best in the game. Because Kyle Shanahan takes other quarterbacks and win also. Very few people can do that. Take another quarterback and keep that train moving right down the track. Now, sooner or later, we're going to start hearing some barkings because of Matt Jones is playing like this. And this is why you're going to hear some barking. Remember what we always talked about with Brock Purdy. He has to almost have that superstar lineup to win. Matt Jones doesn't have that superstar lineup, and he's winning. That's Talk radio, I guarantee you, talk radio in San Francisco, and I used to do a show in San Francisco in 95 The Game. I guarantee you this, they will be talking about this. Same thing I'm saying right now. Same thing I'm saying. I don't know that there's anything anybody could do about it. Mac Jones is on a 2-year, $7 million deal when I think they just gave Brock Purdy about a quarter of a billion, about 200 million. You see what I'm saying? So this is going to be interesting to watch as this thing plays out. All of that, San Francisco, is in trouble. San Francisco, I don't know. They may be running, that window may be closing. I don't know about that because I thought the Rams had the best chance, right, going into this game. Probably an upset and knock off the champs in Philadelphia. But the 49ers said, not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, my friend. Do not count us out. That was a good game. Only 26-23, so not a lot of scoring, but you could see the mental matchup between the two head coaches. You can see because they're running the same teams. They're running the same systems on both teams. So now it's just about outthinking the other man because everybody knows, that was a great game. And I know that's why Sean McVay stood up and said, I blew it. I blew it. Because it was a game of wit, matching wit, him and Cal. And Cal won again. Thursday night football. That was good. A good division rival this Thursday night. They got another division rival next Thursday night. You want to call it a rival? Yeah, the Eagles and Giants are a rival. I love that. I love when they put the division rivals on Thursday night because division games are so important. And then you can play hard because you got 10 days before the next game. And usually those division games, you need 10 days to recover after those battles because they're such difficult battles. You're battling great athletes that already know your system and because they play you twice a year, every year. And in the off season, all you do is study the teams. Mostly you study the teams in your division and the champs. That's what you do. That's why you know each other so well. That's why you get games like this, 26-23. Overtime victory goes to the underdog, the 8.5-point underdogs. Congratulations, Kyle Shanahan. You did it again. And you did it this time with your backup quarterback over the Hall of Fame quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Coaching. It's so big in professional football. Way bigger in professional football than any other sport where you start talking about coaching. And tonight, I got to give my boy credit. Kyle Shanahan, he did a great job again. He's brilliant, dude. He's brilliant. Let me say this too, though. Did you guys see when the 49ers come walking out? They just don't look as intimidating as they did last year and the year before when they playing the bebop music. And Matt Jones, who was offbeat, trying to be in it. You know what I mean? Matt Jones, it was offbeat walking out of the tunnel. But he was on beat when he got in the game and threw that football. Matt Jones made some money tonight. Or should I say, he's made him some money early in this season. Got with this system, he'll be doing what Sam Darnold did and go somewhere and get him some money. I know they got a 2-year deal. I don't know why, man. I would have signed that 1-year deal. I hope he has a chance to get out of it. Or somebody will trade for him if he keeps playing like this. Congrats, San Fran. Back to the drawing board for the Rams. But a good game for us, locker room. Either way. And I will be headed out tomorrow. Speaking of good game, I will be headed out tomorrow evening, to head to Tallahassee for the big game. I can't wait to see that game Saturday. That's going to be insane, too. I really enjoy just being able to watch football like this. I don't think, I just enjoy it. I just enjoy it. And being able to just talk like I want to about the game. I don't have anybody saying, we got to do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Just talking about what's going on around the league and what's going on in these games. Tonight, San Francisco proved can overtake the greater skill